Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, and salutation you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. And we're going to hop right into it, man. You know, in fact, get Daniel 12 and 1. We are coming into some troublous times, man. That's hey, it's called the time of Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna be all type of hell out here. All right, and you that should be on your mind, man. Don't forget that great death and destruction is coming. It's coming to this place. You know. All right, get Hebrews 10:31.
Are we ready
Yep.
right now? This Hebrews 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Kind of. So don't we gotta keep that in our minds, man. You know, the Lord is a terrible power, man. All right, He's coming to execute harsh judgments upon this place. And that fear, you know, that fear should always be there. That fear should be a motivator. All right? Because the Lord is about to destroy this place. It's that simple. All right? And we can't forget that. All right? We can't, forget the weight of it. That great death and destruction is coming to this place, man. All right? You get, Daniel 12, you got something?
This is 1 Samuel 2 and 6. Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So, like Hebrews the 10th chapter verse 31, it's talking about the same thing. You the Lord, you have to have fear in Yahweh, but still have faith.
Yeah, and the Lord is, He's a terrible power, man. You know, that's what He is. He's a terrible power. That's what it's called. He says He's an awesome power. He's a terrible power. He's a mighty power, man. All right? Hey, people so talk about the mercy of the Lord, the mercy. Hey, Sirach, the 5th chapter tells you don't forget about His wrath. Mm-hmm. And the Lord is about to come show His wrath upon this place, man. Hey, the book of Haggai said what? And he asked them, Slaki, what's that guy? No, Habakkuk. He said, was you angry with the fish? Was you mad at the sea? Because the Lord is going to just fuck everything up, man. Hey, get Jeremiah the 5th chapter.
5 and 1.
Jeremiah 5 and 22.
This is Jeremiah 5 and verse 22. Fear ye not me, saith Yahweh. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it, and through the waves whereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail through thy roar.
Though they roar.
Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it.
So when the Lord asks that, fear you not me, man, He set this world up according to His laws and bounds, man. And when the Lord shows Himself, mountains burned with smoke when the Lord came, man. And our Lord's about to come to this earth again. All right? In the spirit of judgment and vengeance. Fear ye not me, man. The Heavenly Father is about to come and bring great destruction upon this earth. All right, what did I call for before that Jeremiah 5? Daniel's 12.
This Daniel's 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, even everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Joel, the second chapter. Right, and that's Joel 2. That's going into Jacob's trouble, man. And it says it should be like a time ever before seen. So it's going to be chaos and great death out here. All right? And we got to have that reverence towards Yahweh Hashem, man, because hey, look, we're hoping to escape those things, man. But the thing is, we're hoping to escape those things, man. So what does that mean? Currently, we move with fear. We move with fear, man. All right? And that's a huge part of this thing, man. It's that fear. You Joel 2, oh, let me tell you the verse. Joel 2, let me get there. And verse oh yeah, 12. Start at 12.
Connie, this is Joel 2:12. Therefore, also now.
No, you know what? Start up at
No.
Go ahead.
This Joel 2:9. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word, for the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
Right, and it says the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, man. All right, and it said who can abide it? Who can live through it? Who can stand and make it through, man? That word terrible, that means afraid. Man, let me look. This is Yara'ah, man. To fear, to revere, to be afraid. To fear, reverence, honor, respect. To be fearful, dreadful, to fear. All right? So this is the day of the Lord, great and very terrible, man. So it's a day it's made for you to fear, man. Us reading about this, hey, we're supposed to fear it. All right? This day is very uncomfortable. Hey, it says just to hear about it, it should make your ears tingle. All right? Another one talks about the vision of it alone. It's like a man that got a bed that's too short for him and a cover that's too narrow, man. It's a vision of uncomfortable times, man. A very vexing and rough, fearful thing. All right? It's a day made for you to fear. And hit the Amos real quick.
Oh, this is what verse?
Amos 5 and 18, I believe. Okay. Yep, 18.
This is Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? And day of Yahweh is darkness and not light.
Come. Hey, the day of the Lord is day of darkness, man. So, hey, now this is really talking about the wicked one to you that desire it. Hey, but even to the men of the Lord is in the truth, man. It's a day of darkness, and what we desire is actually a day of darkness and trouble, man. It is going to be great death and plagues and destruction out here, man. All right? That has to happen. It's going to be a shit upon us. Hey, it's going to make us call out to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All right? It's a day to be feared. Keep going.
Con. Verse
Hey,
19.
you grab me Luke 21:36.
Verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and laid his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not, verse 20, shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light?
Right, it's going to be chaos everywhere. So a man fled from a lion, then a bear was there, then he ran from the bear and the snake was there. It's simply just telling you it's going to be chaos everywhere, man. And we still got to go through those times. All right? We still going to be here on earth during those times. So it is a dreadful day, man. It's a day to be revered. All right? Keep going.
Okay. Verse, it's still going on. Even very dark and no brightness in it. Verse 21. I hate.
That was it right there. All right, even very dark, man, no brightness in it. And it's really for the wicked of our people, again, I say that. But nevertheless, the Lord is going to come punish the world, man. All right? And darkness going, hey, read that Luke 21:36. Because here's the thing, man. This shit is about to be out there everywhere. Go ahead.
This is Luke 21 and verse 26. Men's hearts failing.
36.
36. This is Luke.
You know what? That's a spirit. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Luke 21 and verse 26.
Start at 25.
25. Salaki 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity. So perplexity. Perplexity. The sea and waves warring. Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the power of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
Right. So, hey, when our Lord comes back, it's going to be chaos everywhere, man. All right. Nations warring against each other. The people of these nations are going to be in a confused state. Chaos, mayhem. All right. Says waves roaring. It's going to be tsunamis, all type of stuff, man. It says men's hearts failing for fear, man. Because the day of the Lord is going to be a day of fear. All right. Everybody's worst nightmare is going to be out there. All right. No matter what place you're in, everybody's worst nightmare is going to be out there.
I'm going to bring out the word perplexity. And the word perplexity goes into the state of being perplexed, confusion, uncertainty. Something that perplexes.
Right. They're going to be lost, man. They ain't going to know what to do. And that's what their fear is. What the fuck is going on? They're going to be fucking crazy and bugged out. Alright? They're not going to know what to do. The day of the Lord's day of darkness, man. It's going to be just, they ain't going to know what is going on, man. Strange apparitions. Okay? They ain't going to know how did America fall? How did our world economies crash like this? What's this in the sky? What's this? Why are these animals going crazy? What's this big ass, I speak as a man, what's this big ass monster coming out the sea? What's this hand floating in midair? What is all this? Where's all these lights come from? It's going to be crazy out here, man. And it's the day we're looking forward to. Alright? Go ahead, keep going in that Lucas one.
Verse 28, verse 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And when these things being to come to pass, then look up and lift up their head and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth not.
Kind. So, hey, we look forward to it. Although it's going to be all this craziness out here, we look forward to it because, hey, the kingdom of heaven cometh after that. You know? Our salvation cometh, and this got to happen for our salvation to happen. All right? We got to be saved from something. That's what we're looking forward to be saved to, man. All right? That's the hope that we have, man. It says what? Look up, your salvation draweth nigh, man. You can go back to that Joel. This is the hope that we have, man. That our salvation comes with all this, man. So yeah, it's a fearful and terrible day to come. But look, we got hope in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You hit the Joel 2. You left off at what verse?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna read verse
11.
11. Verse Joel 2 and 11. And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army. For
it's like a 10 on.
Come.
What was we at?
I remember we stopping at 11, but you want me to start all the way over? At 9?
Yeah, 11. Yeah, Joel 2 and 11. Kind.
This is Joel 2 and 11. And Yahweh shall utter his voice, behold, before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is a strong and executeth his word, for the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
All right, who can abide it? All right, now our hope is that we're those men that's going to receive that salvation. He said nobody can stand in this day. That's how much care's going to be. And nobody will be able to stand in the day of the Lord, man. Only reason the elect makes it because the Lord is going to protect them through great miracles. And that's the hope that we have, man, because the day of the Lord is going to be chaos everywhere. Only way out is through great miracles, man. Keep going.
Verse 12. Therefore also now saith Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning.
And there you go, man. And we serve the Lord with great mourning and fear. Like Psalm the 2nd chapter says, we rejoice with trembling. All right? We're hoping for that mercy from the Lord because we fucked up. So for one, we know calamities and this destruction got to come anyway. But we're also hoping that we get the mercy because we're repentant and return to the Lord and serve the Lord, man, with fasting and with weeping and with mourning, man. We doing this work with that hope to be saved from these times, man. And understand that these times got to come anyway. Hell, we deserve that. So we serve the Lord sorry, how about Shem Yahushai, you know? But with that hope, look, if we do this, He'll deliver us. Shit, if not, we definitely get this damn death to come, so might as well do this anyway, because the Lord's going to come fuck shit up. Hoping for that mercy, right? Keep going.
You want me to get that Psalms? Okay.
If you got it, go ahead.
Come. This Psalms 2 and verse 11. Serve Yahweh with fear.
Serve the Lord with fear, knowing the Lord can kill your ass, and technically He should, because it's deserved, but go ahead.
And rejoice with trembling.
And rejoice with trembling. We happy that the Lord has given us a chance of His mercy, but we still trembling. We still shaking. All right, because we don't deserve it. But we're happy that we got this opportunity, man. This hope. All right.
Okay, one more. This is Psalms 5 and verse. Psalms verse 5. Psalms 5 and verse 7. But as for me, I will come into thy house in the multitude of thy mercy, and in thy fear I will worship towards thy holy temple.
There you go. And that we worship with that fear, man. All right, we worship having that fear, man, knowing the Lord. He didn't have to call us into this truth, man. He could, like He told Moses, start all over, man. You know, make some Israelites out of rocks. We understand that, and we worship the Lord with having that mindset, man. But He's giving us great hope. Keep going, and then Joel.
Come, verse 13 now.
Hold on.
Joel 2 and 13. And rend your heart and not your garments, and turn it unto Yahweh your power, for He is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil.
There you go. The Lord gave us great hope, man. He is merciful. But what did he say? He's still going to bring this great, terrible day. So we got to be in that balance. We use that fear to keep us going in this truth. But we got that great hope and faith, all right, that he gave us, that we have the chance to escape those things. Keep going.
Proverbs 14. Who knoweth if he will return and repent and leave a blessing behind him, even a meat offering and a drink offering unto Yahweh your power.
There you go, man. So who knows, man? Hey, it's a terrible thing that falls in the hands of living power. So we got to move with fear during this thing. All right, that's the balance. Hey, we rejoice with trembling. Yeah, we got a chance at great salvation, but don't forget, hey, the Lord can kill your ass, man. All right, don't forget this great, terrible times coming out here. Hell, don't forget to even sometimes think about those things, man, so your heart can be ready. So you can, Lord willing, stand bold like the men of the Maccabees, man. Because the Lord can have you go through X, Y, Z before he even decides to finally give you that mercy, man. It says the time of Jacob's trouble, he should be saved out of it, man. He should be saved out of that trouble. So who knows what trouble we got to face with and stand with our integrity with beforehand. All right? Before that mercy even comes, man. And that's why we do this work. So we can hopefully be those men that can escape all this shit that's coming to this place, man. Because who knows the Lord is going to repent and save you, man. So you got to have faith and works. You working to be that man that gets the salvation, man. All right, part of those works is praying to the Heavenly Father to escape that stuff. In fact, go back to that Luke and start at 30. You can skip down to 34.
This is Luke 21 and verse 24.
34.
So I could come. 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with sufferings and surfeiting, and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unaware.
Okay. So what's he telling you, man? Enduring this truth, man. All right, so you don't be overcharged with surfeiting, which is basically being sick from over drinking, having a hangover, which is talking about you being fucking consumed in the world, man. All right, or drunkenness and cares of this life. All right, you all into different philosophies, you all into this place of America, the excess of drinking. All right, instead of being into this work, man. All right, you're not watching, you're not doing these sit downs, you're not doing what's required of you. All right, he said we ain't to be like that. We're to be the men that's doing this thing. All right, going back to that Joel, man. All right, it says return to the Lord and do these things, man. Call this assembly. All right, sanctify yourselves. This is what we're to be doing, man. So we can have this hope that he's talking about right here in this Luke. Keep going.
Verse 35. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may...
Watch ye therefore. Hey, that's what we do. We stand upon their watch, sounding that alarm. All right? Go ahead.
That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
There you go, man. So we got to labor, man, and we got to this certain things we got to do. You don't know if you can't just take and say, oh, I did enough. All right, I got enough faith. All right, I did enough works with my faith to make it. Who knows if the Lord's gonna repent, man? No, we gotta move with fear to run that full course, man. All right. So like Paul said, he ran that course, man. The crown is laid up for him. That's the spirit we got to be in, man. We got to have faith and the salvation that comes, and that fear to keep us motivated. Because what's going to happen? You got to be saved from something. Oh, sure, I'm getting saved from. Damn, what? This destruction. Let me make sure I remember to fear it. That's why you got to have that fear coupled with that faith, man. You got Hebrews 11:7.
Come.
You got to have that fear with that faith, man. You got to remember what it is you're hoping to have faith to be saved from.
Oh, yeah, come.
This is Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to saving of his house, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
There you go, man. So that's what we do. Being warned of the Lord, having that faith, all right, he's going to perform these things, and that fear, because what is he performing? What do we believe he's going to do? Bring great destruction. We got to believe both parts. The Lord's going to fuck some shit up, and that should make us scared. Oh shit, hopefully I can make it. And having that hope to be those men to make it, man.
Come.
It goes hand in hand. All right? Hey, that fear and faith goes hand in hand. All right? Don't forget the Lord is going to come fuck shit up. And that's the reason we labor. All right? The same hope we got to make it, we got to have that same hope, that same faith and trust and remembrance. The Lord is going to come fuck things up. Go ahead.
I wanted to back up this precept, so I'm going to read it over, then I'm going to bring up my precept. This is Luke 21 and verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things. Now come, what are those things? And if you read up in 2nd Esdras 9, it's a couple of them. And I'm going to skip down to verse 7. And really all above it, it's showing what times it's going to be in. So I'm going to read verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith whereby ye have believed. So now that was a precept back to this, being worthy of to escape. Just because you go through a couple of afflictions, you still gotta keep that faith. And
that's not for you 2/3. That's for the people, the brothers, and that stays in the truth and endure through the times.
Finish off this.
Read that 2nd Esdras right over, okay?
Con. This 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
Con, it's that faith and works, man. Because we believe the destruction is coming. All right? We have faith the destruction is coming. So we got works, so we can be accounted worthy to escape those things, man. All right? That's our hope. Our hope is in the destruction. Our hope is to be saved from the destruction, man. So we got to have that fear that this shit is going to come. All right? And have the faith that the salvation is going to come too, man. And that's what we hope in, man. That's the bottom line, man. All right? We got to remember the fear, because we hoping to be saved from something. You forget the fear part, you forget the saving part, man. Then you start to think you fucking already straight. You start to think you good, man. So that fear comes first. The fear comes even before the comfort of the salvation, man. Because we're looking to be saved from something. We gotta face it. We got to face everything head on, man. All right, that's the mindset we have. All right. You finish your word right at the Amos. You read that Luke 2 and you read that Luke over verse 36.
Come. This is Luke 21 and verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
Come. And you know what? That's the point, man. I think I made the point. Y'all got anything, y'all can bring it out. But I think I made the point through the spirit that was on me to portray, man. Hey, the Lord is bringing great darkness. Remember that. All right? we do look forward to that. But in the same, but we got to remember the darkness part. All right. And we do this work. You know what? That's what it is. 2 Corinthians 5. All right.
I got you.
5 and...
I think it's 11, but maybe 11 and 5. I could be way off. Go ahead.
Therefore the terror of
Yes.
the Lord come. This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 11. Knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh, we persuade men.
Start at 10. No, Salaki. Start at 9.
Come. This is 2 Corinthians 5 verse 9. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him. Verse 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach, that every one may be receive the thing done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
There you go, man. So we got to labor so we can hopefully be those men that's accepted by Yahweh Shem, man. So keep in mind, all right, what we're running from, man, which is the destruction. Keep in mind what we're laboring for, which is to miss that destruction. That fear should motivate your faith to do this work, to have hope, to escape from this shit, man. Fear and faith goes hand in hand, man. All right? The fear fuels the faith. Hey, it says faith comes by hearing. All right? So you hear this destruction, you can see it's getting ready to happen. You're like, shit, it's going to happen. So you know what? Everything else will happen. That means the salvation is going to happen. The fear even motivates the faith. Go ahead.
Knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yahweh, and I trust also are made manifest in your
Consciousness. But it said, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. All right, so because we know these things coming, this is how we convince men of the truth that the end is coming. This is part of the reason how we were convinced, man. It's knowing the Lord is about to perform great judgments. All right, but then it said what? But we are made manifest unto the Most High. That's the hope we have. That we're doing works of good so the Lord can reward us of good things, man. All right, that faith pushes that. It's like that fear even pushes that faith forward, man. All right. So keep in mind, the Lord is going to bring great darkness, and that should keep us. That'll keep us going in this truth. That'll keep us even hoping more for the salvation. Cause we like shit. The Lord is going to do all this stuff. Bible show you how about save me, and then we're gonna do our works because terror Lord persuade men. We're gonna do what we need to do, and then it's gonna be like, all right, hey, how about Bible shall save us? It's that cycle, man. Hey, this is the fear of what we're running from, and this is the hope that we're trying to attain, which is salvation. Being men counted worthy to escape the things to come, man. All right, you got something? You want to bring a picture of yourself out on the camera or something? Yeah. Focus on what's going on. But you got something else, Charlene? You got something? Alright, so hey, with that, hopefully this is edifying. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. And salutations to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and with charity. Shalom.
Shalom.